Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor, which is due unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of great most honorable well. And Shalom to the elect of Yahweh Shai, the elect of Israel, starting with 144,000. It's the brother Napash from the GMS UK branch, and coming back to you with another lesson, and Lord willing, it's an edifying one. Now, I want to read you the scripture, and I'm going to get this article that I've got held, right? But first, let's start off with the scripture and get some understanding. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, the beast is talking about this current power structure. Okay, it's talking about EU, NATO. All right. And the image of the beast is talking about its philosophies. So, to give you an example, what's one of the things that they push as a philosophy, around the world? The LGBTQ. All right. So that's an example of something that's the image, an image of the beast, a philosophy of the beast. All right. And again, what's the beast? That's, EU, NATO, that's pretty much the Edomites' power structure. Okay. Spearheaded by America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures. Now, it says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Because ultimately, this is, it's leading towards the New World Order agenda. It's leading to more and more draconian laws, which draconian goes back to severe. Okay. Less rights of the people and, pretty much a totalitarian state where, if you come up against what the government have the elites essentially, which are over the government, have told you what it is, and how you should be. If you come against that, but ultimately they want to come down on you and kill you, right? That's in Revelation 12, or the 12th chapter, where it says, the devil knowing that he have but a short time. Okay, let me quickly read that. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So this devil, man, this, Esau, the Edomites, they're really going to go for it, okay? And it's spearheaded by who? Their elites, okay? Like an example of the elites would be, the top elites would be like the Rothschild family, the Rockefeller family, to give you an example. Okay, there's many others, Gates, DuPont, so on and so forth, Oppenheimer, so on and so forth. But they're pretty much, the ones that are going to be orchestrating and spearheading this. And they're going to be coming down with great wrath, man. Okay, because he really wants to push that New World Order agenda. Now that we've understood that, let's go on to the next verse, right? Because see what it's leading up to. Verse 16. And he causeth all, so everyone's going to get caused to do this thing, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So that covers pretty much everyone in society. It doesn't matter if you, are well renowned, you got loads of money. Doesn't matter whether you're, you're poor or you're walking, you might be on benefits, so you're kind of just getting by, or you might be in prison. It doesn't matter, okay? Or you might be so-called walking around free, right? Everyone's gonna get caused to do what? To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now that mark is talking about the microchip implant, okay? The word there in the Greek is charagma, or charagma, which basically means something that's cut into you, okay? And what's going to be that what's going to be that thing that's going to be cut into you? Literally, they're going to be cutting into your flesh and putting a chip in it. Okay, whether it be in your brain, okay, whether it be in your hand now. When John the Apostle, okay, scholars called him John the Revelator, when he was seeing this vision, he was actually seeing people getting lined up and getting chipped. All right? And it's going to be happening en masse. Because you get people getting chipped all around. You even got that guy from Neuralink, got the brain chip. But it's going to be en masse. They're going to have it where people are going to be getting it en masse. Just like the precursor to it, the pre-test, where they did a test on it, or how people react to things, and put that Vicky Venom, that poison, right, that CV, if you know what I'm talking about, only a couple of years ago, globally, man. All right, so that was like a precursor to this. This is the real test that's coming. All right, let's get some more understanding. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So it's a transactional thing. Without that device, without that implant, he's going to have it where you ain't going to be able to buy or sell in this man's society. Now, you see the digital infrastructure already being built around it. And who's the key? The key is the people. The people are the key. Once you got the people chipped, they're going to be like controlled beasts. Okay, where you can control everything, man. All right? And what's going to be on that chip? All your data, all your information, your identity, your so-called passports, whatever, your money, obviously, because you ain't able to transact without it or not. Okay? When you go to I always give this example, when you go to a bank, you open an account, they've got something called KYC. All right? It stands for Know Your Customer. You can Google it. All right? And, for anti-fraud and things like that, what they want to do is they want to link your ID and who you are in your bank account to your money. So when you go and deposit money into your account, all right, you get a debit card or a credit card, that's linked to your identification. Now what they want to do is they want to take that next step and put that all on the chip. All right. Now I'm going to go on to the article and I'll quickly read this. It's ain't going to be too long. All right, but now that we have understanding on that scripture, let's read this. This is the Labour government. This is paymentexpert.com. Labour government eyes up revival of digital IDs with smart data bill, right? By Kieran O'Connor, July 18th, 2024. It says the UK government has introduced the Digital Information and Smart Data Bill, focusing on legislation for digital identification. The legislation aims to establish digital verification services, including digital identity products, to enable people to quickly and securely verify their identity when using online services. This initiative was announced during the King's speech yesterday, marking the formal start of the parliamentary calendar. Now, what I'm going to do is, and it goes on to even say that this bill, this idea is not a new one. Okay, you had it in Tony Blair's government. Okay, it mentions it here. Look, the digital ID is not a new proposal in Britain, having been a key project for Tony Blair's Labour government in the mid to late 2000s. Right, so it was ultimately scrapped, and then when they had a coalition government, and then now it's being brought back into the limelight. Right. And it says, despite recent reports that Labour had rejected calls from Blair to refocus on digital ID. And that Tony Blair, he's, Elder Omar would always go into this. He's juiced in, man. Now, obviously, all these politicians are juiced in, but he actually was at a funeral of like a top elite, man. So he's right up in there. Okay. Now, the bill has different things on it. Now, some of the things I want to focus on is this bit here. Secondly, digital verification service. And this is if it passes, but ultimately all these things will pass because they're looking to go forward onto the chip. This is all leading up to the chip. Secondly, digital verification services will be established to simplify everyday tasks, such as moving house. Okay? conducting pre-employment checks, and purchasing age-restricted goods. So that all ties into ID and credit. These services will utilize secure and trusted digital identity products from certified providers. Now, what I want to do is go down a little bit. Okay. Where was it now? As you can see, it's quite a long article. Here we go. Recently, the Digital Identity Regulation entered into force in May 2024. Designed to address the challenges of digital identification within the European Union. Under this legislation, every EU member state is required to offer at least one EU digital identity wallet to all citizens and residents by 2026. A digital identity wallet is undoubtedly the ultimate objective. Okay, and what's the ultimate digital identity wallet? The chip. That's going to be your new wallet. Everything's going to be in that, man. All right. Now, when I say you, okay, I'm talking about the people that are going to take it, the masses. Okay, which masses means it goes into death. We're not going to take that. Okay, we know, according to the scriptures, that we're not meant to be taking that, man. All right, even unto death. Okay, even at the threat of death of this flesh. All right, because we know that if we take it, right, you're basically going against what the Lord has said. Okay, the Lord said, don't take it. Okay, and spoke of the judgment if you take it in Revelation, the 14th chapter. Let's quickly read that, right? This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's talking about them nukes. Okay, and the lasers from the chariots, but the nukes. Okay, so we don't, World War III, we don't want to be caught up in that, man. Right? We want to be saved from that, right? And ultimately, it's going to be Yahushua that's going to save us from that. Why? Because it tells us in Revelation 3 and 10, right? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, meaning this truth. We're suffering, we're catching hell. Okay, we're sticking true. Okay, to Yahweh Shemel Shai. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's talking about the chip, the hour of temptation. Okay, and the Lord's going to keep us from that. Okay, the Lord's going to protect us in those times, man. Because you might be wondering, well, if it's linked to money, how
have the chance to see what you get.
Damn adverts, man. Yeah, they've got adverts on this app now. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so you might be wondering, well, how am I going to eat? How am I going to do this and that? Well, the Lord's going to provide, man. If you've been watching the videos, if you've been learning, okay, and building up your faith, what you're going to find out is all the different times that the Lord has helped these men. Okay, help the men, women, and children, man. So the Lord is dealing with the elect, okay, and is going to be protecting the elect from this coming destruction, from everything that Esau's, coming with, man. All right, those of our people that ain't of the elect, they're going to get caught out there. They're going to get caught out there, man, in that judgment. Now, the bit I wanted to read, it says, a digital identity wallet is undoubtedly the ultimate objective, not just for the EU, but globally. The concept revolves around individuals storing and using all their information, such as passports, driving licenses, and credentials, digitally eliminating the need for physical documents. This idea was talked about at length during the Money 2020 event in Amsterdam. Okay? So it says it's saying that they're looking to prioritize this and move swiftly on it, man. Okay, we're moving into that time where they want to really push this chip. Okay, that's why you got Tesla as an example. Elon doing all them tests. He wants to chip 1,000 more people in the brain. We read it in Revelation, man, in the forehead. What do you think that's talking about? So, hey, we're in that time, okay? And, as Apostle always, teaches, everything's going to move quick. We can see that when they push the chip, we're not going to be here for no years, no. Everything's going to move real quick, man, okay? The destruction, all of that. So, hey, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. And with that, man, I'm going to say shalom. Shalom, and on to the next one.